Ka janmit ka besuk berkemen yipi baro ki parlok nongpet sashisen nga pediang Sngew biang yipi syakani ka program jongi ka bangila ai kerteng ka straight talk ka program ka bangi kren syapang ka bha kamiat ka roi ka par bat kumjuru yaki thleu ki sar ki bashan bathar ya ka jella jongi hi baro kawai ka program menta kasngi kan long ha ka bilingual knang bakan la ban long ru ka jing mentoy de menta jong baro ki parlok nongpet. Dear viewers, in the last couple of months, we have witnessed the rise in communal tensions boiling up yet again because of some of the social media posts that went viral that are deliberately aimed to cause social disharmony. Meghalaya has not seen any real conflict in the last since 1997 until 2018. And the topic for today's discussion, we are going to move on the same lines. But before we move on to the topic and onto the discussion, let us take a look at a short capsule that we have in store for you.
Meghalaya is one of the most peaceful states of India for ages and stands out as one among the many states in the country where there is an overwhelming majority of the people speaking in Hindi apart from the vernacular languages. Almost every single Khasi one meets knows Hindi, but like every state, Meghalaya was stricken with communal disharmony courtesy of vested interests. The years 1970s, 80s, 1992, 1997 were the most volatile years. During the conflict, hundreds of people were untimely plucked from both sides, tribals and non-tribals. The residents of the state have since then learned the art of peaceful coexistence until 2018. The year 2018 saw the rebirth of misconceptions, accusations and false propagandas. In 2018, 3 young Khasi boys were beaten up by a mob at Sweepers Lane. No arrests were made initially. The Khasi shopkeepers at Yodo began the protest because they had enough of harassments and atrocities. Instead of questioning the law for lack of prompt action, the media took advantage of the situation and duped it as ethnic cleansing under an article Shillong remains a communal tinderbox driven by tribal angst. The situation was hyped up by national media with questionable sources, Punjab government got involved and the peaceful city of Shillong exploded. We witnessed a riots for a month, but we did quickly crawl back towards stability. Just as when we were forgetting and learning how to live peacefully again, CAA was passed. Meghalaya is positioned on the borders of Bangladesh. This means we are exposed to being overwhelmed, overshadowed and deluged by illegal immigrants who could now become legal citizens by law. Protests erupted all over the states, and in one such meeting, KSU leader Lorshai Henyota was brutally murdered by miscreant at Ishamati. Dozens of attackers were caught on cameras, but only a handful were arrested and now out on bail. It is only right that this is a demand for justice. We need to acknowledge and respect each other in order to grow with each other. It is time that we, as citizens of the state, together do not fall for the bait. No one can live in isolation. We need each other. Therefore, we need to stand by each other, for each other, and protect each other. We should rise above the hatred of individuals obsessed with fame, fortune, and sensationalism. The time has come that we realize who the real enemy is and stop working for them and their personal agendas. Elvis Presley once said, "Animals don't hate, and we are supposed to be better than them." Let us all work together to create a better and greater Meghalaya.
Kapang kabangi don banyakren hakani ka janmit kalong ka Jing Sngew jaj Bynriew kam Wanrah ya ka Jingbha. Ladangi ong hakakti nongway kabamut by Gothri can never lead to peace and harmony. Ngidan hang ni patngi haka studio ya EMLA jong ka North constituency North Shillong constituency iba Adelbert Nongrum. Kubleshubun ba? Ngidan ruang ni iba Max Star Wajri balong away naki nongruai balapen wandur thamai ya kaput kasiaw jong khasi. Bat khaddu ngidon ya i Aparmita Das ibadai iway naki research scholar ha ka school ba nihu. Welcome Aparmita.
Thank you.
We'll kick off this discussion by starting with a question that I will be throwing at Ba Adelbert. Ba Adelbert, kum unong yalam, kay kata kajing siir kaba shirkay kaba sedang ban toplup ya kajela ba i jungi ha kajing pet jumpi.
Kulis bun nakalim ka duration ka bla simuni ka coverage ni ka janbiet mo kumju iki parlok ki bedonang rekan ekapor pi ka basai kalong ba kani kalong nganapan sedangi mo before I proceed ahead by seeing that charity begins at home dengan sedang nakatin modatong pi ladangi pai kani ka jenglong jeman juga state ke jongi ngaban blame yaki politician ngaban blame yaka yaki government past government hadu banta they don't care about us, about the citizen of the state as a whole. What they are caring only for themselves, for the busy themselves for for preparation of next election, forgetting about next generation. Di kani berhoi kalong ba ho ngidi bandon kata kajing Sngew mau beli la thau yaki Bynriew nakajong ya community nakajong ka hok ka bangindon nakajong ka jela nakajong ka put usam jong khando ka siap bot nginyo long try tenre ko mapuya kani ka jong show manta te kalong ki basusi kham tam ba ngi ka jingja ka ba conflict ka bro ni kisngi te kani la long misleading by some element from the other side kabalong susat mo namar kawi kalong ba ngina don prengka atmosphere ka bangina don preng chongsuk so komen makani ka clear intention na ka bataman disrupt ya ka puja kani ka don ki brain behind ki badon ka clear hidden agenda against our state, against our tribal people, because for their hidden agenda to to serve. Thì số gì bạn ông ba, pi kini cái Jingbha cái long ngihap ban keren, mesti bengi kali, mereka Sngew ba nganapan ken mau ru ikawai, aku menika por manta. Let me remind one example of being three groups. One groups who create things happen. Second group who watch things happen, and the third group they don't know what is happening. Kalau mbak kini kilai group ki don ki group ko banikong ko bakim tip ka pelong ki ibkenja ka baar kim tip ki baja bar ka balai ka baar ki pekai ki Jingbha bar ka balai kim tip ki baja tinga Sngew ko ni kadi ka appeal na ka banta ki responsible citizen trong ka state bat kham tam kalong ba hoi ka jingsuk ni kwa na dangi keren kata ki don ki educational program bo Pher ti ngaku ban pen mau lembaki organisation bo Pher mo with due respect to each every organization what been called for many educational program for past many years. At the end what we are getting out of it, what profit we are getting.
Ta ba Albert ngin saya pai biang saya kata phang kham hadian jong kani ka jing ekran jong imong an pasat so kani ka jing klishwai ba Max ni ba Max PP la dei uwe na kita ki riu it ri ba jat Bynriew pila tho shibun kli ki jing rwai na benta ka ri ba ka jat Bynriew handai ka jing kli ka ba kwa ban kli ki kalong kum ni how to ka jing ya ther khti mar kaliang ha padeng jong ki jat Bynriew ki basa ha kani ka jella jong hi kadai katamu ka jing it ri
Ngasih ingat ni kecing orang kawai mo ba ni hap ya dah ya ka cak Bynriew lu jong but hakajo ko poru ngin hap respect ki weru te ban ong ban ta kan nga pe ka nga ka history ke nga pe ka jingya ki ni ki jingja ki bawan ki ni ki si mo kam dei shu ka ba tang banta khen mo dei la ga jinglong ngan khen do ga jinglong khna ga jongi la ma chibun ki ni ki be dei bat ki ni ka jing ya ki kham tang ba hang ni ka nong ba shlong mo jing im jang na do dong ku mu khna ro ka no shi nyu khandai la ki prop nyu na sa shi khandai po tinggal amat gini ki jing ni ki jingja kem ni ki tang jing ban pendeko sibun ki te pendeko ak teng ka yo ka kot ban pendeko ha ka yang mo ha ka yang ka jed ka jing kiu sha parang ki benta ti namarang ni nong ha ka ni kan nong ba shlong la i ki ngi khle jai ban ring sa ti kidan ki jaj Bynriew ki ba ngi la ngi ngakar ba kum long song sinong mo ti ngi ya yang ngi school ngi college ngi kendo lang ki ta ki we ba ki jaj Bynriew ngidan ke jing ya buram iwe ti makiru ki buram ngi buram ki namar la ki kinang ban buram ngi buram ki
kata ka de kawai naki ki baton kamba ni dei benang kumno banginya buram mar kaliang bat mentang niya paipet sa I aparmita I banalang rangkat ni bat ngi aparmita you are a student yourself and you are a research scholar, so you must have been in contact with people from all around the state of India, not just of the northeastern part of the country. So I will just want to ask you, what is your perspective of the relationship between the tribals and the non-tribals, irrespective of the tribals from India or from Meghalaya or the tribals from other parts? What is the relationship that you see between the two?
To be honest, I've never really come across the term tribals and non-tribals since childhood. Did not come across the terms in the sense I've never felt like I'm a non-tribal in the state of Meghalaya. I have friends from every spheres of life. Some are, what's exactly your question?
It's like, what is your perspective of the relationship between the tribals and non-tribals in Shillong right now, or in Meghalaya in general?
It's actually very good, considering the current conflicts that we had in our state. So it was basically, actually not getting a question.
Let me just put this more forward towards you. Like, have you ever felt that there is any real conflict between the tribals and non-tribals? Are you feeling unsafe here in the state of Meghalaya, you personally, being in Nehu?
So Meghalaya is a state of multi-ethnic culture. So people belonging to different religion, people belonging to different communities, speaking different languages, have been living in this state for past decades harmoniously and peacefully. Now coming to the conflicts, what happened is that since we have there's so much diversity, like tribals, non-tribals, so this clash of interest is ought to occur. So I would like to put this conflicts in 3 ways. It can be in the form of volcanoes, you can say. Some are active, some are dormant, some on the other hand have become extinct. So there have never been, when I was growing up, so I've heard from my parents that there were conflicts earlier days. In the year 1979 there was a conflict between Bengalis and the Khasis. But as of now, there was nothing as such until 2018 that you have mentioned in the beginning. And now again 2020 we are witnessing one. So this is basically because of external factors that are triggering people to react to it. Otherwise there's nothing as such, anything wrong happening. There's no such kind of conflicts between tribals, non-tribals. There's no such
what is your relationship between yourself and the tribals that you meet in the university? Is there any kind of disharmony that you find?
No, I haven't felt anything as such.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, in the past few days we have also we have also took the time to interview some of the people at random all around the streets of Shillong, and we are here in the studio. We would like to show you what are their observation and perspectives with regards to the topic.
These are a matter of emotions and sentiments. Like I will speak for my people, you will speak for your people, person will speak for his own people. So when the people get involved like that, then there's a conflict. So that time people, the government, the responsible administration, they should immediately put clamp down on it and try to get things into proper order. Otherwise it will go out of hand, it will spiral out of hand. Our leaders, they are supposed to come forward immediately and put an end to it and call both sides to a particular platform. Both sit down together, whatever problems are there created. It is not created by any one person. It is some man-made mischief. Some people play mischief. There are anti-social elements everywhere. They want to make a fast buck on this. So it is depending upon the leaders of both areas, whatever. If it is interstate or if it is the state, within the state. People of all communities should get together and have a sort of interfaith meeting and then get things to a proper order. So it won't, immediately things will cool down and that fear psychosis will not be created. There should not be any fighting between, because people have been living in these areas for generations upon generations. And it's not a question of who came first or who's here, who's the people of the state. The people who are in the state, they are the citizens of the state. Okay, and if they are here, everybody should mingle around with each other and build up a nice, healthy relationship with each other. So in the long run, it will benefit everybody. It will benefit business. It will benefit the local region. It will benefit tourism. Tourism should be encouraged. Everything else should be in a proper way.
Pakumtubat perlok nompet pilai ya ka rukompet jong wei na ki Bynriew ki balale business ha kani ka jela jongi nadu shua jong kapur ka jinglat lut bat mentang nginya pai pat so sha wei pat ukhna samla ka ei ba udan benong ha kani ka benta
Diat Sngew dalam ki jong ki khmat ha ki lat patai khubor ba Pher ya ka jinglong jingman jong songsuk songsan ka jela ka jongi ngi ya ka Jingya Pher jat Bynriew kung may laban ang hadin ka issue ka bumi mo na ki ba Pher kum na po ichamati but so far ngiyo iro ya ka Jing interview jeng ki Bynriew na sa baru jong jela ka jaka bangin Wanrah ka songsuk songsan henrei ka ika bangili ka long bangi nganong kum we fan the flames mo ngi dang the chu da kom phnyang te hot ka dik shisha ba dangshen kumlong dau presiden jong ka KSU ba ka dan hi ka Jing ya Pher la panong wat ha pedeng paramangi te hot ka dik shisha nomor ba ngimdon ka jing so jengmut bara ka ju ka por ha ka jaka bangini ai ka ketika diang ka ketika man ban Wanrah sa sisin ya ka songsuk songsan ya ka jela henrei ni long penban ki nong kawang kti ya ki iwe bat ngasngo ba katahi ka de ka wei ka kadao kapala penlong ya kini ki Jingbha ba ki long kumakilong hadu kini si ba menta ngi dan ala ka jong ka jingmut ka jing perkhat ka jongi bat katai ngasu di nomor ba wei Wanrah ta ka wei ka jinga jingmut wei da ka wei ka jinga jingmut bat ting na dangim la ban Wanrah da kanu ka jinga jingmut ka balong ka ba khlan khnang bangin te la kami kini ki kimi ki kenrum kenram ki babun ki benta te bat ngasngo ba kapur kelade yang ia sesisin kum kinong songsong jong ka jela bangin mi sekhmat da kawai ka sur da kawai ka jingmut ka jing perkhat ba khnang ba ka lawai ka longden mandin ka jongi ka nomat su ka jingi ka bangi nge kendo kini kisni kapur kelade ngi bangin le na ka iki ki batmai ba kata kalong bangin wan sekhmat tang da kawai ka jingmut ka jing perkhat tang da kawai ka sur bangin long kumta kanu ka jat Bynriew ka baitli ka long ka jat Bynriew ka bakiu bat ka bala ban yakhun kinu ki jingi ki bawan
kumtung ngila yu bar ngila yu Sngew ya ka ka ba ki nong snong jong ka social long ki dan benong halor kani ka benta te baret ngaku aban keli biang phi sakawai ka jing keli mene phi loong ba ki bun ki baja hakani ka jela jongi ka dei nakadaw jong ka government ka balalet Hendai ladangi
Even
pet
the past government.
ya with the past government government kabal alat. Ti ladangi pet ru pada yakani ke government menta. Ever since the MDA government came into power, there has been nothing in the state but conflict and chaos. Ladang isdang nadu ka snam arhajar khatpra. Nadu arhajar khatpra hadu menta kidan tang ki kendum kendam sudah. But ladang ipet du hakani ke jela jungi idang iba kadang dan bun ki kendum kendam. Katba chief minister jungi udang bun kam banlet I speech sha West Bengal cha ki pat ki bar jung jela urang uyakran chapang ke Gorkhaland uyakran chapang ke jing ki Bynriew ha Manipur hendrai nyimpat UI ba uta chief minister jungi ba unkran chapang ke jela jungi ba unlang upfront ho ukran tang ba umlang upfront ke ka ba pila ban halor kata ka benta.
Pi kani kawan biang situ mana mau ifi. I'm not alleging only the past government, but even the present government, because they are not having that a sense of responsible. Instead of bringing an act to protect not only Khasi, indigenous Khasi. What I'm also concerning about the indigenous non-tribal, because they are from time immemorial, no doubt about that. Therefore, kalong it is the urgent need of the hour. Madokamban Wanrah kian. Pika ni kabalong im takadin markin ki influx kabakrit ni ki bro. We are insecure. Not only Khasi, even indigenous non-tribal. They are insecure because of those people who came yesterday. No? Tika ni ka ka bang kwa panong kalong ba kumta kan kini ki Jing sedang kalong ba lada kamdon katadam. Tabo kamdon kading. There must be a reason. Mo? Ti kung bapoy siya ni kabanta kalong ba pi kani ka way ka ba kipai ba kinong kamar suto marnya song ne sa lang hajuk street nginom la ban im klami way mo I'm there to say that no human group can hold together without communal eating mo kata no doubt nginom la ban im dalali ngi habar support way pat andai ka shalong ba we should not infringe to other right mo tibar kani ka jabar khoi ka jar mar due to vested interest to serve their own agenda. Let the people deal, let the government of the day deal with this.
Okay. Tabak Max, ngan kita kapang long pi kum unong song snong ni ni ka jela la pila ya lingba ki por ki jingya ki nakawi ka por sakawi ka por. Kay ka jingya Pher ka ba pisiam ha ki jingya ki ba kham menchua bat ki jingya ki ba mentah.
Haki por menchua gejeki ngamla kanmau bha temang ash kanmau bha 79 te kalong severe bha kan kala jur bha hadu kala khta lut ya ka kayo ka kot ya ka ingi beli skol bro system te kham skol sho ikan la adu te na kamau propenyo kum ta he bro system kala khta ingi khna ban skol tinga shi ong go ka jingi khi hi kham bun sin hi ka ke jing khang shnong ni katai ngam prasya kata tambalong ha ka jing su jonga kalong ka Wanrah hi ka jing ya ka khata ka bha ka myat ya ka yo ka kot mo ta ka we ngi kumataring la long kpa la long ki khon ki ti ban le ni prakhat be ba ka lawe jong ki khon ki ti jong ki kalong ka bha ka pranai ba ka nom dan ka no kan kom ki nong song namar ka le ka wan ru ngi kwa hi ba ka le ka wan ka jing kalong ka ba singan mo iki yang ngi kumjo iki long keme ki kan thai khna bar khat mas ladan kini ki jakhi conflict between two groups mo na ka Wanrah ki hi ha ba khado bayap man hiap ki kini ki innocent people ki ba tep ya ki ru te ngi hap khami bha long hap pe bha ko mi pal ba yenu ngin keno ro ngamla man keno no le ka shlong be ba ni hap long ta ka ni karpat ik kham tam ik na kalyang jungi pe ba ya sarkar mo ba kan pet bahai kini ki bro ha ko be dei ba kini ki je ki pedang ki jaj Bynriew nomor yam ko ong alves pasli no ong ne bagi ki marat ki dan ki kim ji isi de we tingi ru ngi kat nutang ki Bynriew mo ngi le ble la asnai ka in his own image de with his own hand ka jinget what I believe no so ngi ngets kemba ngi di bandan kata ka jinglong kan
Motpran and Temator has been the location for all the conflicts that has been happening in Shillong since 2018. And there is also a misconception about Motpran being very, very unsafe for the non-tribals. So we are here to have a little bit of a chit-chat with one of the oldest chemists. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the clip.
We are born and brought up here, we are doing business here, no problem at all. No problem at all. And maximum our patient and everything all Khasi. We are speaking Khasi, we born and brought up here, we know everyone. Even Jaya, Mokha, Mola, everyone knows us in this area. No problem at all.
If we are good, everyone is good.
Right.
Nothing else. Only this much.
Our Shillong people are very good.
Very good.
Like these people are not.
You won't get anywhere.
Won't get. We born and brought up here. We know our all relative also. There is a Khasi also. No problem.
So we have also seen that the chemist that we have at Motpran has his personal opinions about all this conflict that is happening. So let me push this question towards Aparmita. Aparmita, what is the real reason that you feel that we are having so much of conflict at this moment in Shillong?
At this moment, I would purely blame social media. So for social media, I'll again like to divide into 3 categories of people. First category involves people who know everything about everything. Second group, they're always in a hurry to post. I should be the first one to inform people. Third, Jai, I don't care. Like Sir had mentioned, they are unaware, they do not care. The second group of people are actually the scary one, the risky ones. For example, now that is happening in the state, it happened how? Because of a video. Ichamati incident started, things had calmed down. Mainly because of the lockdown due to the rise in coronavirus cases. But things had calmed down. Suddenly what triggered? What is the reason behind re-emergence of the case again? It's of course social media. Some video had gone viral. Now it's our responsibility as citizens to not to let these videos go viral. Meghalaya police is doing a great job. I must tell you about it. You inform them, you report a video, report a post, report a person, they immediately take care of it. So it is very important to use social media responsibly, and we should not get triggered by anything and everything that is posted up on social media, and we should be very careful about forwarding things.
Okay, there you have mentioned that you are applauding the Meghalaya police, but then if we also take a look at what is happening in the Temator incident, the reason why there was a protest, it is also because of the prompt action that was being taken by the police, which caused the shopkeepers in Yodo to protest. Then again, if you take a look at the Ichamati incident, in the Ichamati incident, what happened was that KSU leader was being killed by we do not know who. And it is so very clear that we have a video that shows all the faces of the people that were involved for that case. However, only a handful were being arrested and they are now out on bail. They are now out on bail. So do you still think that the Meghalaya police is doing a very good job when it comes to all of this? Because when you take a look at Meghalaya police, yes, they are doing a good job on one hand, but they are also lacking some prompt action on the other. So don't you think this lopsidedness of the Meghalaya police is also causing an uprising in the riots in Shillong?
It is kind of, I won't say solely because of this reason, but kind of it is. But we again, like you said, we do not know. Maybe police is actually taking care of the situation. Things were settled for a while, now again it is risen. But maybe Meghalaya police actually looking into the matter, and people out on bail, but we do not say that they will not get arrested again.
So, okay, that is something that point to be noted. I guess the only thing that we can do is we have to keep a track on Meghalaya police and the arrests of these people, whether they will be arrested again or they will be out on bail forever. Now, I would like to ask Bharat here, as someone who is also a part from of the MDA government, what are the steps that are being taken by the government with concerns to this issue, with the video that is out, and all these triggers that are being made by people from outside the state? What are the steps that are being taken by the government?
Of course, it is a fact that myself, so I'm a part of the government. But so to say that in any decision making, I don't know who's responsible for that. Because most of the cases, most of the issue, they never take me also into confidence. Like what is happening in Morfran regarding the superline issue. Okay. Then like the other issue also had arises before, and then with this issue of Ishamati also. So we never, I mean the government should take everybody into confidence. Let's keep aside being party line, and let's put the interest of the larger, larger interests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladang ikran siapang kata ka larger interest mo, jong kani ka government. Ni iba ka government kalong divided ba long hakaliang ka Jing shim into confidence jong baro. Long kam shim ya ka rai jong baro. Ti hatu kadi katamu ka ba pendukok ya ka rukom terekam haka jela jongi hadu kat ni.
Amling ong kumta namar ba katangi experience. Mo now already 48 years gone ahead right from the time of inception of a state. Tingin 4 UI kano ka result. Daga bangiya itagi educational program so called by many NGOs. Ngimpat yo ka ka result. Ngimpat yo ru ka an kaban yada karpang hababon ki banta. Ti kani ko pan pau kalong bagi ngilong irresponsible ka duty kan.
Ta. Te pai banong pet sa ngidan sa ka way pat ka video ka ba ngidan ban pen EP ha ka ba way na kinong song snong jong ka shulong ula ai yala ka Jing Sngew tu bat ula tua jingmut halor kani ka phang jong kani ka topik ka bangi ekran menta ka janmit tong nya pet ya ka ka baudan banong
kabun ka Jing Pher jingmut ha Jing so tu kabun ka long ru ba ngimyanang banya pet yo way pu way ujai Bynriew jongi hi bangin pei phang halor ke ki blaja ni kisnam ke bladam bun hi ngi song suk ha ka jingyat ka por bangyong ba ngi de ujai Bynriew ba ke jing suk henry ka way ka long ba ho ngi ka jing suk kan tang ba fi di banyu iru ke jing kala jong ka por ki bun ki jing yong Jingbha mi hap jingmut jingi parak hasi kadan ru ka Jingbha mi suk baki weipat ki jai Bynriew ki badan hani ka ri ka jongi ka baar ka long ba habangi pet ya ka belajar ki por to kumopi ong pina do hejar khnai spa khnai phunyo ka bun hi kata ka Jingbha ngimya dan ka jinga klumar ka jinga hiwen hani ka ri ka jongi reho arjar khat phrangi I ka jingki ka bajur shisha ka paisa ka to kawai ka long ba kumjai Bynriew ngim ya su thu ngim pe phang but bon ru ngia hapleng jungi hi ngia bon ke jinga nia but kawai ka long saki banabar ki bor ki wan le thombor ba ni kri jungi ngi ong ba to le se kan sapoi hi ka jing su thu to kumjai Bynriew ngi sala hi banyo ka jubab ka biang re kawai ka long ba ngimla ban chu mut ha ka kumta lem ka jing su thu jing mot jing ngi pi wei bon ngi ong bet kumangi teng ngi ong to kibai dang ya sat man ta jing mat nang ya sat kinang ki hanai koi kum su thu kalong ba ka jing ki kadan ka thmai hadin joka kadan ka down man ta jong ka bat king kum jai Bynriew ngi kong ngilong badan kam ban ya su thu renti ya ke ngi di banyak ki hatu ka jingi kalong ka badai na ka bomdai ne lat na kata ni iru ka don ski bor ka bar hakini ki sinam nadu aja ka prahi ki ba ai ka jing kadur jong ka meghalia ka ba ha balong yon aktin nongwei balong communal ha bangi don ka jing shongs ir pleng jingi ki khasi ki jai Bynriew ki bomdai na shine kata ka wei shwa kalong ba ki kwa ban pin ibe ba ka jing Pher ha wei jai Bynriew no wei po jai Bynriew tila dangi ku ujai Bynriew khasi shwa ngimla ban long ubaranti hajing bo jing berkhat ngimla ban long be bet haka ai ka bangi haka jingrai ka jungi tingkumno ngilan expect pa ki Bynriew ki bana baru kin suthu ya ka ai ka bangi thmu kumno ngilan expect saba ki bana ba le kin suthu ya ka ai ka badai ka ai bomdai khamtam i ba kidan ki jai Bynriew ki ba pin iru ba ngi long ki Bynriew Sngew ki ba ngi shun ki Bynriew bomdai na shine karon ka jing bakla jing suhu jing ki babun bat teng kini ki poisa bar ba kini kinta hi kini us ki ba kisem bahagi bana bar ki ong ba ngi khasi ngi de si ikwi pa jai Bynriew si ki kharbang na ki khar Nepali na ki ke hru to ba kawai ka long ba kamshu long phi kam ta khlam da khlam ka da ba byang ngi kham ngimdon kat ka jing isi ikita ki kharbang ne khar Nepali ne khar manu ki badan hani ka ri jongi re ka jing klumar hi kalong ba kishim bet ha ka jat Bynriew kimshim ki Bynriew bana kumangi pe ha ka baja ha ismatiru ka de ki khar ki bana Bangladesh re ka jing shim pada menta kalong ba ka de ha parang jongi khasi bu khar Bengali kata ka wei ka ding ngam suthu kai bana kan te tang kita hi ngasngau ki yu but ladangi suthu kita kum ku jat Bynriew hi te ngila ban le khambha kan ngilan perkhat shushu kham jana ya kalawe ki jongi reite dadangi menang ban le kum ta tu kan janjar phengi bun sin hi na pe ki bor sanchar khadar gani ka ri jongi lada kam ya hap bat ka jing snothu jingki lani ki vote bank ki jongki ti kinum ongke ke kham tam bun sin rengi i ba ki skap jar kin ki liang ka kata ya ki vote bank ki jongki hi kim kwa kata ada vote bank ki ulong be wei ujat Bynriew hakabada ka basuk kilaban ai ka jingrai hato kini sha na kinum sha ti wud ki respond ki ak hakata rela da ki dan ki hapo jong ki constituencies jong ki ne hapo jong ki put jong ki jing sanchar jong ki lagi dan ki Bynriew ki bal na lai pujat ki Bynriew te kiru ka shong ha jing hi number ki berkhat shimet si teng but ha ka wei ru ka long ba kim kwa banda pen pau perthai ka jing Sngew ka jing kila se kani ka Wanrah ka jing ko kan ka kom perkhat te ka media hite ka kalong ka babha ba ka basnio kindan bet ki ba ya thu ya ka ka badek ba sha ya ka badai ka ba shong sbai but ka ba bakla ro bun sin ngi ha ki ko da ki khubor ki ba he ru teng ki Wanrah shushu pan ban ya ka jing ki jing penwen ha ni ka ri jongi ka wei hi kalong ba ka bahab ka media na mabingyo ka baja ha ka ni ka ritang ha ni ka rijung yur shi achim ki jaka re ka babun ru le se ngiyo alat palat bangin voice yaki concerns ki jongi ha ka ba de si kam ya ha baro bat ka ba de ki jing shisha ti ka don ki ka jing map ka jing bah ka baro ar ti fin ka shong pa de hangi kan ku mu jai Bynriew bat start kan pendon kam ken ka jing perkhat jing ngimde mencubut klumar kat ke ba ong tau ka dei ba ong ta ka dei da perkhat da puson ba da pet ken hatu ka dei ne kam dei kada don shisha ka jing mot ka ba jeliu ne ka shulong hasat lada ka ki media houses ki control the political parties na dien jingki bun sin ka ai ba ki media house ki pelat ha ki kot khubor jingki ne ki social media pages ki jongki kalong se ka ba ya hab ha ka rukom perkhat jong ka tu ka party kabadai ka try jong tu ka media house ti ha ka jing Sngew jong a hiti ka don ka jing ma ya kata because ka press hi ka de banlong free ka de banlong kasur jong Bynriew jong padba ba kamni kasur ka bala sha ai rong ba sha thaudur no ki pa de ki agenda ki bana shadian kan ti kai ma
Tikum tu pilai Sngew ki jingkren na uwei na ki khana samla jong kani ka jalla jongi ba max nga kwa ban clear phi kai ka jing Sngew jong phi halor ka vote bank politics
Yeah, I'm not a political guy, bang. I'm not tip high like that. But kung i repay ba habang i-jet nang mi kaman. Kung constituency habang i-jet kung mangi-jet ngi kimi ke babahas sudah. Ka party ne ubru teng ngi pe ubru ngi pe ka party tambah long ngi jet ngi kwai ke ba kan roi ka pa. Ta vote bank politics itu ngam da you had pay pang hari alak ta kapanta ta mga shoes ngo bangi habangi jet ino ki pot party na ki kimi lenti bet ba kanwan karoi kapar ka sarkar ka basin shar ka long ka ban pet kimi bahai ka baha kamiat ya ka shong san ba ka kanu ka bangi sa ka tengi jat ban reg bo pher kan dan bet ka jing shong san ka jing su thu iwe but kham tam namala mi ki je hi kamri ka basumi kum tu hi kadai bandan kadau kan sarkar kadi man pej bahai kitu gi benta te bot bank politics ngi te ngam da su thu phi kata bot bank politics ta ma shu ka dong
ba max ngin saya poi biang shapi sakhandiat por tinga kho ban kali kan jing kali ye baret chua bangan klet baret ka ka opinion jong phi ka ba phi dan ban ong halor ka jing kran jong tu khna shaphangi politicians but kajing penankam jong ki ya media vote bank politics but ru mentang ilai I ba kini politicians ru ki balak sedang ban pen I ya kajing long ya kata ke interest jong ki ban thiet ya ki media houses ka ba pidan ban ong lor kata
in fact ngar ngam paju practice si kan ni anyway ndikalong ba pin ban use ye kita kimi media nakabanta ban surf no not forgetting the larger interest kalong very bad ni kabang sngew hiru kalong kumta hin rei ngasim ni kabu ban hoi namar ko mangi ikini ki jing flare up balai namar ke dalam baki social media ke dalam baki newspaper ringa sngew ba ki news si mo ngamut ki press and media ke di ban ai ka exact news mo not views ti la awan par kita tamu ka kelumar ke makasa kelumar kan ni mo ki sei don kini ki jing sngew ka jinglong ya Pher iwe pan tene ni jing sngew Pher kam dei ban yu ka ngi ban song sarong ngi don na ki jong community ti ngi dei ban burom iwe pan ngi dei ban iet ira dia kata ka ba kongsan tene ka shlong ba ki press media ru ngasong banang ni sakhamat ru ke diga we ka platform na kaleng jongki bagian ai kita ki kidon ka ngamu banong bakidon ka major role bagian play mo
okay Paramita, I would like to throw the same question to you is what are your thoughts on vote bank politics and media houses that are finding their interest in politicians, or rather the politicians finding their interest in the media houses?
So I'll speak first in terms of the conflicts happening. I don't know if I should say this, but money flows when conflicts happen. Okay, that is well-known fact. Main problem is that we do not have a stable government and a strong economy. Had there been strong economy and a stable government, these conflicts wouldn't occur at all. Now, media houses being run, or the interest, the politicians showing interest in the media houses, well, there's nothing wrong with it. But again, like Sir said, the media should not be biased. They should not be biased at all. They should state the facts without saying, okay, this person is owning the media house. It does not matter. What matters is stating the facts and showing exact news. And not, that's why we need good people in media who are not biased towards anyone. They're not politically inclined, but are voice of the people and freedom of speech and expression. That is very important in media.
According to your observation, how much of this freedom of speech and expression is applicable with the people that are working in the media if the media house is being owned by a politician?
Actually, no, I'm not talking about the national media.
Yeah.
In Shillong, I think media houses are showing exactly what they are being asked to show.
Okay.
not asked to show what is happening in the city that is being projected in the news. When it comes to national media, on the other hand, there is a question of TRP. They are trying to impose their opinions on somebody else. They are actually not voicing what is happening in the news, but voicing their opinions and trying to project it through the people, saying, okay, this is happening, this is how you should think. But in Shillong, I don't think that is happening at all.
Okay, palok nong Sngew ngilai nong pet ngilai UI ba ngilai Sngew ba kumno kini ki politicians kat kum ka jing ong jong tukna ba kilong involved in this media, but hakini ki media houses in one form or another kala banlong kala abru benumlong ti menta nginyepet ba na uwei pat unong yalam jungi uta u MLA berem bat u minister berem u MDC ba polling do ke ka ba udan banong halor jong kani ka communal tension ka bangidon hakani ka jela jongi menta
Keberingkong syua Sngew ba kampat da de banong ba kedon ke communal tension hendai kedon ki jingkan ki dak jong ke jingkan mo kalong simmering ke jingkan jong ke bridge of peace lane ke jing thut jong ka chong ngan ngai I ba hakani ke kentin kumba pi kini ke kenti ke bamda kumba pi lapan ke mau ke don ke spell ke slam ba ki snam ba ke law and order situation jing long jong ka chong ngan ha ke jela bat kam tam hari kasi jentia jongi kala bet ba ti endre ha ka ko por ki judon hi ki issues ki bami la kalong ha ka ba kami ki jing ki halor ka CAB ILP dang ha kini ki asnam ki baladap bat ki ladon ka tension ha ki tu ki poru tinrai ha ka jing dei bat ka ek baja menta ngai Sngew ba dei ban ngi dei ban perkhat ban bu jimut ya kini kwei bat kata kalong ba mangi kum upai kasi penar kamtam ki dog blashimti ya ke kedan jong ke jinglong nangelam ngi dei ban la ban pule ba ye ki dak ki shin jong ki baja but ka wein kita kalong ba ki don ki elements ki don ki kenhon kamtam ki kenhon ki ba ke interest jong ki kam dei na benda ka jela ka jongi ki bakwa ban penting kena ba ka meglia kan don apa dengan jing thot ka jing bam ya bet namar ka dei shibenta jong ka agenda ka jong ki but nak kata kata ka yangi ka badon kam hamanta kolong ba ngin yeki da ka ba ngi respond ye ka situation ngi respond ye ka ha kam ka ba kum ki Bynriew ki ba la I ki ba la yaw ka kam berkhat ngan chu ai nuk sai pi ba ki babun ki khap ni I ba ka sarkar kemi center haba ka kwa ban benthut ya ka sanchar khara jung ki state ki la dan tengki babun ki khap ba ki Wanrah shwa ya ka jing thut jong ka law and order but hadin ba kaladon gene ka breakdown ka jing bamya bechu jonga sanchar khadar kisa shem ya ka benta ka jongki ban step in bakin rung pat maki ban kini ya ka sanchar khadar kata kada go gil kledi kabar ngi I ba ka ek baja Kashmir kalong ka ba shibenta ka dai ka jingkan at napo jong ka ka jalahi but shibenta ki don ruki elements nabar ki ba yile ban kunshot ki ba yile ban penklanding but ha kata kom ba ki nyat ya ka situation bakan poi syaka ba ka poi menta ban kini no ya ka status ka ba kerpang ka kedan ka ba kerpang jong ka Kashmir hapo jong ka constitution jong ka India ti kini ki dei lupa ki ba ngilaun on writings on the wall ki dak ki ba pau ha ka kendro but mangi kum ka jat Bynriew kamtam ka jat Bynriew ka ba red pat nginhap ban respond ya ke bakum kani ke situation da ka jing i jong kru kom perkhat da ka jing yo i jengai bat da ka ba ngibu ba ka wini kidak jong kinong yalam ki ba pro kolong ba kinong yalam ki ba pro ki ba tebet am ba ki buat yo pai ba kiai rengkat hot ba pai ba de hawa pol ba kiai rengkat ba pai ba ru kiai me ki kham hakmat de ka ba mut ba kim pen jengai le no pai ba kim de si penta jong umom handa kilong hakmat jong upai ba ti kata ka di ke position ke badon kam ha wangi di menshim ha ka situation ke bakum kani ke ba pi ba ka don ka jing persyang ke bajur bah kam tam na ka center ban pendu pendam ban yuroj ya ke jinglong kerpang jong ki jat Bynriew red pat bat ban penti kenaru bah ka khadu kin ong ba ka ladai ka pali ka jongki da ka ba ki ong ba phimla ba ni penbet phimla ba sanshar barok khoi ka don ka breakdown ha ka leng saudong na ka daw ni step in kum ka center te kata ka dei ka ba ngai i ka ba ngidon kam do ha ka ba kum ka ni ka kleman
habak ngia kren ba uba pol ngila yo ru ban ya phliu jingmut halor kani ka phang ka ba ngakli uba ha ka khandai trek jong unai tung ar hajar ar phau kanagalan police kalala ru ban kem ya ka wei na kinong pen kulumar shnong jong ka not easy baro ka wei khamtam ya kanagalan henry balai ba kanika sarkar jungi kamla ban kem ya kinong pen kiwen shnong nadu usnam ar hajar khatra Hakasnam ar hajar khat prat kumban chupan mau kalami kawai ka article kabong Shillong remains a communal tinderbox driven by tribal angst kabalapin kiwin ya kamot pran ya katam motor ba ya ka Shillong hi baro kawai lahap ban khanglut baro na banta shibanai dadep kata kalami sa ka article menhakani hakabala tho ba kidan chapang tu ki khana halau sotun ki basha sho ti kani kanong tho kala tho kumni the attackers allegedly tribal boys with mask on haba kita ki khana ki deng ye ki mas kumnu pat pitep ba ki dei ki tribal boys la don ki FIR ki bala file persya ya kani kanong tho henrai hadu menta ka Meghalaya police ba ka sarkar jong ka jalla kampalla ban le ai dadap nang ta lami sa uway pat unang penkiwen ubadai na West Bengal hakataru ulakren ba bat ulaong uklim kumni non-tribals are being tortured deprived of basic fundamental rights and even killed mercilessly on a daily basis kabamut baki non-tribals hangni hasilong bat hakajela jungi kisya penya pathar manla kapor kata kidiki claims ki bamlong shisha namar lada pipet ya ka jing roy stat jong unon tribal hakani ka jalla jungi kade ka wei na ki jalla ka bastat tam tika jingkali kalong ngakli u balai baka sarkar jungi kamla banlei ai halor jong kini ki Bynriew ki bapen kiwen but ki babu ya ka yeng kasam but ya ka jingem jong ki Bynriew ki baloiloi ha ka sangkama kani kade ka jingkali ka bang akli but kani kade ka ai ka ba u emali barem udan banong
ya ka kedan jong ka sanshar khadar jong ka no ka jala la rai da ka quality jong ki Bynriew ki pibu ki ha ki position jong ka sanshar khadar te ka don ka ta ka kentin mo ka baong ba lada pi ai hi do shana budam te ki babur ki bantur khmat kin de ki shiri te kata kamlong ka ba lingo kadega anjong ka mariang te ladang ikwa ban penslur langa ikwa ban UI ba ka sanshar khadar kan khlain la pi ong ka police department yong ka anti infiltration directorate la pi ong ki lat ki lenti bangin yada ki borders ki jongi baro khoi ka poi hi ha ka quality of governance ka quality jong ki brio ki bayalam ya ka senchar khadar ke jongi lada ngilong kumalong menda bangi hun bangi yo scheme but bangi yo ki freebies ki jingi yo tang ha ki por election but ha ki por ba scheme ki emily te ngini kren ya ka department ka baklan kumno ka police department ka home department ka nugo department kan klan kat kum ka quality jong ki brio ki bayalam but ki brio ki bayalam ki klan kat kum ka jingla jong ki electorate ban penmi i ka kum kita ki nong yalam ngam yo i bakan don kano ka ba ki brio kin persya ya ka ILP namar haka di shisha kani kala dai lupa shibenta ka Eastern Bengal Frontier Act kala dai lupa shibenta jong ka district council haka por bangi shimti banyo ya ka council but kala dai shibenta naki legislation jong ka United Khasi and Jainti Hills district ka baar ka long ba ka situation hi ka ba long menta ka dawa ya ka an ka bakhlan namar ka jala jongi ka dei ka wei na ki balong vulnerable ki ba sup ha mancha nyom namar jong ka population ka jongi namar jong ka jingduna ka jongi ya ki brio ki badan ha ki kambala ki bun na ki industries ki bun na ki economic activities jongi ha ki ne ki snap menta ki balong labor intensive don kambun ki nombala ki banabar katahi kajing nangjur kajing nangkiu jong ka tourism kum ka sector ka balong vital haka yok ka kot ka jongi kitahi ki kring ya ka influx jong ki brio ki banabar di haba pi kring ya kita pidon ka baru bandan pada ka protective mechanism ne lane kalat galanti opinion da yeladi ti lada ki ri ki ba layak chakmat ba jong ka pertai ru apa pirung ya ki tu kiri pidadon kam ke visa kaman EU ka ILP na benda jongi kadai kata in simple words kadai ka visa system na benda bangin yo banjar bangin filter ya ka jingwan ki brio kadang bakan nombu Jingbha ya ka ni bangi ong ka demographic structure lane ka demographic profile jong ki jai Bynriew red patch jong ka jela megalia kiwi ki jai Bynriew ki vote kom ki dekat jong ka tu ka jai Bynriew ukasi vote ningkong shwa na ka kur na ka jingi dei bahieng ka baar na ka niam ada dei niam ru sa ka balang ayu te kabalai udai na ka dong basyoneng na basyorum ha lada ka dei ka constituency ka bahe te udai na ka dong na ka shnong bahe do ne na ki benta on the periphery bamarjan kita ki factor ki bangi ni jet ban jet ki nomi kmat ke jongi te kata lupa kala phalang kala reflect ya ke Jingbha miatli ke jongi te la dangi don banyo jing hikai ngakan mau yu orang ba brio bangi kran chapang ka jala ke jongi uang pet ki jai Bynriew ki bangi don lang bat ngi ki garo ke jingkeli ngi kali beliau tahu ulai pun Bynriew ngot hendrai wang habaki ki dan arpo sau ngot ki dan bundu kinmi arngot kum kinongelam ki dan persyang banyelam ki arpo arngot hangi lada dai lai pun ngot lai pusan ngot ki ongi dei ngiru ngidei ki nongelam tang wei bo ngatong long ready banbut te kata ka jingi Pher.
I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, we are running out of time. So with that, we have come to the end of today's episode of Straight Talks. I would just like to quote Rabindranath Tagore before we end the program. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where words come out from the depth of truth, where the world has not been broken up into tiny fragments by narrow domestic walls, by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, and where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, This is me Bonling Doar from Dudashan Kendra Shillong. We will meet you again next week at 5. Thank you. Kublai Shibun. Good night. Oblay Dankar Khuyapi.